Guys, today what we will discuss about the yeah. So yesterday we already discussed it, right? AWS console. So how you can sign up your AWS console, guys? How you can sign up your AWS console? Now you already knows, right? How to sign up your AWS console. So AWS account creation process by Mr. Hari. So you already created, right? How you created your AWS account? Something like this is the account, right? Sign out. So what is the URL to sign up your AWS account? So AWS and .amazon.com/console. So what is this, guys? So this is the URL to sign up your AWS account. To sign up your AWS account. This is the console. You guys can sign up your AWS account. How you can sign up by using the sign into the console. You can click the sign into the console. Yeah, so it is asking the sign into as a root user, as a AM user, or root user email address, or create a new AWS account. Create a new AWS account. Yes, guys. So this is the AWS account creation. You can give the AWS account name, sign up, everything. So before that, the free tier. So AWS also providing the a free tier account. AWS free tier account. So AWS free tier account. Yeah, so we have they offer the three types of offers. So one is a free tiles, and the second one is a 12 months free. So the third one is always free. So for example, if you took the 12 months free, so 12 months free. So what they are giving? They are giving for the Amazon EC2. Amazon EC2 is nothing but a server. Amazon EC2 is nothing but a server. So you can create a server and you can use the server 750 hours. 750 hours per month of Linux RHEL and SELS T2 micro or T2 micro or T3 micro instances depend on the region. So 750 hours per month of Windows or T2 micro or T3 micro instance depend on the regions. So depend on the regions. This is the free tier account for the 12 months free, and the free tier account for the S3 storage. So securable, durable, scalable objects, five standard storage, something like a 20,000 get request or 2,000 put request. The same like as a 750 hours of the RDS and the open search and API gateway, compound and Amazon Connect, EFS, Elastic Block Storage, right? So block storage is nothing but while launching the EC2 instances, guys. These all are the minimum requirements. These all are the minimum requirements. So you are creating your free tier account, guys. So which one you are creating? You are creating a free tier account. So what is that, guys? You can use the portal.aws.com billing sign up start email. So this is the billing, guys. So what is the account you want to? So you want to go at aws.amazon.com/console if you want to sign up. So right, the step one is enter email and account name. So you can give the sign up for the AWS account. You are creating as a root user email address. So root user is having administrative functions used for the account recovery and some administrative functions. Some administrative. So you can provide the email address and the account name. Email address and the account name. The second one is go to mail account to verification code and paste here. We need to provide the verification code. Okay. So next we can provide the verification code and choose personal radio button option and fill the details. Personal audio button and choose the fill the details. So what are the details? How do you plan to use personal? Yes, you can use the radio button as a personal for your own project. You can give the details, full name, your email, your phone number, and United States, India, your address and everything. So this is the step 2, guys. So use the credit card or debit card for fill. It will charge 2 rupees for the verifications, guys. The start step is it will get the, so we will not charge for the usage below AWS free tier limits. we may you temporarily hold up $1 or a 2 rupees amount for pending the transactions for three to 5 days. Verify your identity. So verify your identity. It will get it one day, guys. Okay. So then enter your contact details for the verification. So we can provide the step number 4 is for a verification. So then enter a verification code which you got your mobile number. So right, you can provide the verification number. Choose the free option plan. 7 is the choose the free option plan. Yeah, so we can use the basic support free option plan, and then so complete the sign up. Your AWS account sign up will complete it. So and you will get the congratulations note. Then so you can use the you can go to the console and you can create you can use the services. You can create your own services. Guys, understood? Guys, understood? Right, guys. So now you understood, right, how to create the AWS account. So this document already available in the GitHub account, guys. You guys can, where is that account? Yes, guys. So this is the AWS DevOps material, AWS account creation setup document docs. So you can download it and you can create your own AWS account. Guys, understood now how to create the AWS account? Then I want to log into the AWS, sign into the console. So I have already access. So now I want to log into the AWS console. Once done your AWS account creation, you can you can use the login username and password. So this is my username. So this is my username and the password is, so and the password is, so I used my own password to connect the server. Yeah, this is my own password to connect the server, to connect the console. So this is the AWS console. This is the AWS console. Now you got it, guys. So once you sign up your AWS account, then you can directly log into the console. So it will shows this dashboard. So it will shows the dashboard. So default region is, so what is the default region, guys? The default region is North Virginia. So if you want to deploy your application in the Mumbai region, you can select the Mumbai. If you want to deploy it on the North Virginia region, you can deploy your application. Yeah, install the, so you can use the services and create your own services. I will tell you, guys. Yesterday I already told you, right? Instance. So what is an instance? So instance is nothing but a VM. Instance is a nothing but a VM. Oracle, a virtual machine. This is right. What this is? This is a server center, a server. So instance and VM both are the same. Instance and VM both are the same, right? Right, guys. I want to I want to install a VM on the virtual machine. So what are the options? What are the resources we need, guys? So what are the resources we need? Something like the system, processor, one CPU, and the RAM. The RAM is, so I'm using the 2 GB RAM, guys. I'm using the, so 2 GB RAM. RAM is 2 GB. You see, RAM is 2 GB. Processor is one CPU, right? Then storage we use do something like 20 GB to deploy our application, to install the OS, and the network, adapter 1, adapter 3. So we provided all the information, right? For installing the OS. So we already provided the the resources and the storage and the networking to connect the server, right? The same way, if you want to if you want to launch a instance, yeah, guys. So you launched a, so this is your data center. So in the data center, you launched the virtual machine. So virtual machine called as a CentOS 7. So virtual machine call it as a CentOS S7. What is that, guys? CentOS 7. So the OS is you installed something like this is a VM virtual machine. So what you need, guys, you need the requirements. What are the requirements to deploy to install the server? So requirements. So what are the prerequisites or the requirements? So what is requirement? So we need a OVM. OVM is already installed. So then we need to download the CentOS 7 ISO image, right? So this image, yeah. So we selected the 30 GB, 20 GB, 20 GB HDD hard disk and there are resources. So CPU is one CPU and RAM is 2 GB RAM. 2 GB RAM and networking. So networking, we enable the adapter 1, ADP 2, adapter 2, adapter 3, right? These are the prerequisites to install the CentOS 7 on the data center on-premise environment, right? Data center or on-premise environment, we need these, right? I want to yeah, I want to launch an instance in the AWS console. Where, guys? AWS cloud. AWS cloud. So they are providing a service called as a, what is the service, guys? The service is EC2. EC2 compute service. So what is that, guys? A service is a EC2 compute services. So if you want to launch a instance, this is nothing but a instance. So in in data center we call it as a VM. So which one you launched? CentOS 7 or both Amazon Linux 2, Amazon Linux 2. So we need to launch the Amazon Linux 2 instance on the AWS cloud. Yeah, so the same way, right? We need a prerequisites. So what are the prerequisites we need? So what are the prerequisites we need? So what are the prerequisites we need? First, we need to select the region, right? For example, we need to select the region. Yeah. So once we select the region, so this, right? These two call it as a CPU RAM. Here the CPU RAM call it as a instance type. What is that, guys? Instance. So here the CPU RAM, we call it as a instance type. So instance type, the storage here we call it as a EBS volume. EBS volume, elastic block storage. The ISO image, right? The ISO image is called as a AMI. What is that, guys? AMI. AMI. Amazon mission image. What is that, guys? Amazon mission image. What is AMI? AMI is nothing but a Amazon mission image, right? The networking is called as a, here we call it as a VPC, right? Predefined, right? These all are the predefined, right? We call it as a names, different names call it as a VPC, instance type, and EBS AMI. What did you call it as a? It is called it as a AMI, Amazon mission image. Amazon mission image. What is this Amazon mission image, guys? So you already deployed the CentOS 7, right? OS. So this contains a .vmi file. So this is a a template, guys. This is a, I call it as a template. What it call it as a template. So template is nothing but a predefined installed. This is already installed the OS, right? So we can take this template and we can install the, so we can launch the instance. So we can launch the instance easily. So we can launch the instances easily. I will show you. Yeah. So what is the service, guys? The service is a EC2 instance. So what is the service, guys? The service is, so what is the service? The service name call it as a EC2 service. The service name call it as a EC2 service. If you want to launch a instance, so instance in the AWS, we need to connect to the EC2, and then we can launch the instance. So introduction to AWS EC2 instance, benefits of using AWS EC2 and Amazon EC2 use cases, Amazon EC2 pricing model, AWS instance type, Amazon mission image AMI, selecting EC2 instance and AWS regions and availability zones, launching Amazon EC2 instance step by step. Step by step. I will show you, guys. I already told you, right, guys? So I already told you, right? The instance type, AMI instance type, EBS and VPC. Will tell you detail, guys. 1 second, guys. Yep, sorry, guys. Yeah, introduction to. One second, guys. Yeah, sorry, guys. Yeah. So introduction to Amazon EC2. Now you understood, right? So what is this? So what is this service, guys? This service is EC2 service. What is this? So EC2 service. In the data center, there is no EC2. So by manually, we need to install the OS. But here, it's a predefined. So they are created as a EC2 service. And in the EC2 service, we need to select the predefined options. And it. So once it is click, so launch instance, it will automatically launch. So we need to select the prerequisites. I will show you guys. We need to select the prerequisites. It automatically launch the instance within a 1 minute. So instead in introduction to EC2, Amazon EC2, which is also known as a Amazon EC2. What is that, guys? EC2. ECC. It's nothing but a EC2. So what is EC2? So elastic compute cloud. So what is that, guys? EC2 is nothing but elastic compute cloud. Now we understood EC2 meaning? Yeah. So what is the service, guys? EC2 service. So EC2, which is also known as Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, provides a resizable computing capacity in the AWS web services. It is a simple web service interface, allows you to obtain and configure capacity with a minimal friction. With the minimal friction. So it provides you to with complete control of your computing resources. Computing resources is nothing but a virtual private servers, nothing but a VM, and lets you run on Amazon proven computing environment. So EC2 is the core service of AWS cloud platform and launched in 2006. So these are the virtual servers, also called as instances. We can run these instances pay per basis. So pay per use basis. Guys, understood? So benefits of using AWS EC2. So easier and faster, elastic and scalable, high availability. So easier and faster. Amazon EC2 reduces the time required to obtain and boot a new server instances to minutes. So allowing you to quickly scale capacity both up and down as your computing requirements. Elastic and scalable. Quickly add and subtract the resources to the applications to meet the customer demand and manage cost. Avoid provisioning resource upfront for the projects with variable consumption rates and the short lifetimes. So variable consumption and the soft launch time. High availability. Amazon EC2 provides a developers the tools to build the failure resistance application and isolate themselves from the common failure scenario. So high availability means it will available at any time. Cost effective. Consume only the amount of compute storage and other IT resources needed. No long-term commitment. Minimum spend upfront. And investment is required. Investment is required. Amazon EC2 are typical use cases. So where we can use this Amazon EC2, the server, guys, application hosting, content delivery, e-commerce websites, media website, web hostings. EC2 pricing model. What is the pricing, guys? So which account we select, we created, guys, pre-tier account, right? So what are the options are there, right? The free tier, you guys can use only the free tier. So because of you are using the free tier account. So on-demand instances is nothing but a start and stop. So EC2 pricing model, free usage tier, on-demand instances. So free usage tier, so it will not chargeable. So if you use the on-demand instance, start and stop instances whenever you like. Costs are rounded up to the nearest hour. So reserved instances, pay upfront for the 1 or 3 years in advance, and unused instances can be sold on secondary market. Right? Spot instances. Specify the price you are willing to pay, and instances get started and stopped without any warning as the market changes. So dedicated instances and charged for the instances. Guys, these all are the pricing models. If you took the so if you took the free tier usage, on demand, reserved, spot, and the dedicated and the charge for the instances. You can if you want, you can take it any type. So the instance type, I already told you, right guys? Instance type. What is the instance type, guys? Instance type is nothing but the selecting the CPU and RAM. So based on the CPU RAM, if you are selecting, the instance type will be changing. The instance type will be changing. T2 dot micro, T3 micro, T3 dot micro, T2 medium. So medium. So means the RAM and CPU is changing in this type. So T2 micro, 1 CPU and 1 GB. T3 micro, 1 CPU and 2 GB. T2 medium, 4 GB RAM and 2 CPU. Right? The same way. So it will be changing. I will show you. So map it to the hardware specifications classified based on the CPU memory. So choice of the instance type, standard instance, medium, micro, high memory, high CPU, high IO, cluster compute, and cluster GPU. Because of right, our application, our database based on the input and output operations, right? So we can select the instance type. So the instance type influences the performance and cost. So T2 micro, T2 small, T2 medium. So T2 micro is nothing but a 1 CPU and 1 CPU and 1 GB RAM. T2 small is nothing but a 1 CPU and 2 GB RAM. T2 medium is nothing but a 2 CPU and 4 GB RAM. So use cases. So where we can use this T2 micro, T2 small, T2 micro, and T2 medium, right? Yeah, T2 small, T2 micro, T2 medium. So use cases, development environments, build servers, and code repositories, low traffic web applications, early product experiments. Early product experiments means I have a thought, something like a WhatsApp. I want to create an application for the WhatsApp. For that purpose, initially we don't need that much memory, that much RAM and CPU. Initially we need a small amount of RAM and CPU. So that early product experiments, small databases. So we can use that models. M3 medium, M3 large, M3 X large, M3 2X large. So it will be changing the CPUs and memory. Use cases, small and mid-sized databases, data processing tasks and that require additional memory, catching fleets and for running backgrounds. Servers for SAP, Microsoft SharePoint and other enterprise applications are using using these models. C3 large, C3 X large, C3 2X large, C3 4X large, C3 8X large. So this is the instance type. Instance type is changing the based on the RAM and CPU. This is the RAM and this is the CPU. So right, C3 and R3 large, R3X large, R3 2X large, R3 4X large, R3 8X large, R3 8X large, guys. Yeah, so we recommended memory optimized instances for the high performance databases and distributed memory caches, in-memory analytics, genome assemblies and analysis, larger deployments of a SAP, Microsoft SharePoints and other enterprise applications are using the large, R3X large, R3 2X large, R3 4X large and R3 8X large. So what is AMI? So AMI is nothing but Amazon Mission Image server template or a VM image. It's a server template. It's already installed guys. I will show you this here. Right, storage. So this is the what this is, guys. This is a CentOS 7 VDI. What it contains, guys? It contains OS. It's already installed the OS on this VDI. So this is like as a template. This is a template. So this is the template, server template or a VM image. So comes with the pre-installed OS and optional softwares. Now you understood? Come with the pre-installed OS. In the AMI already OS is installed. So it's nothing but a template and optional softwares also installed. AMI can be launched to create instances, a variety of pre-built AMIs in the catalog. Existing AMIs can be customized and saved bundling. Independent of the configuration, every AMI has a identified. Uniquely identified. So launching an Amazon EC2 instance step by step, what we need. So we need a choose the region. First we need to choose the region, then AMI, then instance type, then configure the security. So what is that, guys? So launching Amazon EC2 instance step by step we need. So we need sign up, apply the service credit, and we install, create the VM, and I'll connect to the server. Yeah, I will show you. Yeah, I want to launch a instance. Instance is nothing but a server or a VM in the VM in this. So VM. So right, we already installed the server. The same like as we install this is the manually in the data center. So we installing instances in the AWS EC2 service. What the EC2 service? EC2 service provides the instances. So launch instances. Click launch instances. Click launch instances. So what are the options we need to provide the? So where you are launching? I'm launching the EC2 instance on the Mumbai region, for example. So Mumbai is Hyderabad also is there, right? Hyderabad also AP South 2. I want to launch the EC2 instance in the Hyderabad region. So Hyderabad region. So what is that, guys? My first EC2. The name is my first EC2, and we need to select the AMIs. So what are the AMIs? We need to select the a free tier eligible, because of you created account as a free tier eligible account, right? You see, so whatever the free tiers, right, you guys can select it. So we can select the Amazon Linux 2 same as a CentOS. So right, you can select the CentOS 7. Every AMI having the unique AMI ID. So this is the AMI ID. So Amazon AMI is nothing but a pre-installed OS. So I'm selecting this, guys. So then, so what you need to select? You need to select the, so this is the name, and this is the, so this is the AMI, and we need to select the instance type. So what is the instance type, guys? So it's like a instance type like a T2, T3, C3, R, RX large, something C3 large, RX large, we can use it, right? I don't want so T2 micro or a T3 micro. So what it contains, guys? So 1 GB RAM and two CPUs. So 1 GB RAM and two CPUs. So right, so I'm using T3 micro. T3 a micro. Select the instance type. T2 micro is enough, and it is a free tier eligible. What it, guys? It is a free tier eligible. You can select only for the a free tier eligible. Then key pair, guys. So what is the key pair? Key pair is nothing but a username and password. So how you are connecting in this server? The server through the a key username and password. So I want to, for the securing purpose, I want to connect the server through the key pair, public key, private key, right? I want to create a key pair. So what is the key pair? 360 degree, 360 degree underscore fresher. So fresher batch. What is the key pair, guys? .ppk is enough. So create a key pair. Yeah, it's already created the key pair. So I will tell you the key pair, why the key pair is right. This is the key pair. Networking. Everything is predefined, guys. They already predefined environment. Nothing to be select here. Just select create a security group and use the VPC. So configure the storage, right? Here we are providing the storage for the 20 GB for the 20 GB storage for installing the OS. Here also we need to select the storage to install the OS, right? So for installing the Linux OS, 8 GB is enough. 8 GB is enough. You see, guys, free tier eligible customers can get up to 30 GB of EBS general purpose volume. So how much, guys? EBS general purpose volume. So yeah, so we already select the 8 GB. It is a predefined, right? So we can select these all are the predefined. Just use the button, call it as a launch instance. So once you click it, it automatically launching the instances. You see, guys, successfully 30 seconds, more than 1 minute. So within the 1 minute, the OS, the instance is launched, VM is launched, successfully initiated launch of instance. So this is our EC2 instance. If you go to here and go to the click instances, you will see my first EC2 instances. So in the which region? In the Hyderabad region, the Hyderabad region, you launched the EC2 instances. You see, this is first, this is running. So this is my first EC2. So name of the EC2 instance ID. It will create the instance ID. Instance state is running. Instance type is T3 micro. Status check is initializing. And where you created the availability zone 2A. And this is the public IP address. And the public IP address. And the monitoring is disabled. Security group. The key name is 360 degrees. And the launch time. So the platform is Linux platform, right? So once you launch the instances, so the details of the instance ID, host name, public IP address, private IP address, VPC, subnets, everything will be creating, everything will be created. You see, so alarm monitoring and the security groups, it will be created security groups and networking and storage. So everything will be created. Guys, now you understood? Yeah, so we installed the EC2 instance. We launched the EC2 instance. Instance is nothing but a VM, same like as this. So how much time it will take? So here it will take to install at least half an hour to 45 minutes. But here within a minute, the EC2 instance, the VM or a instance is launched. So launched because of a predefined environment. So it's a predefined environment. Guys, understood? It's a predefined environment, right? Your EC2 instance is launched. How you can connect? You can connect by using the details, right? So this is your public DNS, or you can connect. So once you select this, you can use the connect. So connect, we can connect by using the EC2 instance connect, session manager, SSH client, and EC2 serial. In the real time, most of the cases, we guys, most of the cases we are using the SSN session manager. SSH client is nothing but a throughput. So EC2 instance is nothing but a recently we launched the web connect also. If you want to connect through the web, you can check it. So it will connect automatically through the web without using the third party, right? So this is the a server. So this is a instance or a server is launched. Now let's check it. Cat/etc os-release os-release, right? So what is the name of the OS? Imagine Linux version is 2. So it's like a CentOS Fedora, right? So it will shows this. So you name -r whatever the commands we are executing in the Linux, right? This Linux mission, same commands we can execute it here. So we can execute it here. Right? Understood? Yeah, we launched the EC2 instance means a server. So I want to connect this server through the SSH client. So through the SSH client, how you can connect? You can use the public DNS. So through the putty. So go to the putty. Yeah. So this is the putty, right? You can use the public DNS name. Then appearance, change, bold 18. Okay. Next authentication. So we need a authentication, right? How you can authenticate with our server? So before this server we authenticated with the username and password, right? But so AWS is securing with the public key, private key. We can connect with the private key. This is the password. So this is the password. Then open, accept. So what is the user, guys? The user is EC2 hyphen user. So this is the a normal user. I will show you. So note most cases the guessed username is correct. However, read your AMI image instruction to check the AMI owner has changed the default AMI username. So what is the username, guys? EC2-user is the default username. What is that, guys? A default username is EC2 user. EC2 user, right? So through the EC2 user, so we connected the server. Now you see, so we connected the server sudo su. Yes, guys, understood? So cat slash etc os hyphen release Amazon Linux. Now you understood? So if you want to launch the instance on any region, guys, any region, you can select the region and you can launch the instances. You can select the region and you can launch the instances. Guys, now you understood EC2 instance? So one service is called as a EC2 services. One service is called as a EC2 services. Now you understood. So the AMIs, volumes, right? So slash dev SDA, right? These are the volumes. You see? Yeah. So you see the attached volume is XVDA means here SDA. SDA. So these are the volumes. So this is the volumes and the security groups. So key pairs, so networking interfaces, load balances, snapshots, volumes, EBS volumes, instances, right? So this is the attributes, all the attributes, instances, AMIs, images, and the elastic block storage, network and security, and load balancing, and auto scaling. So these are the options in the EC2 instances, guys. These are the options in the EC2 instances. Now you understood, guys? You guys are understood or not? The same, guys. Nothing is different. Just it's a predefined environment. Cloud is a predefined environment. You guys select and just launch the instances. So launch the instances. Guys, now you understood how to launch the EC2 instances? Very good. Yeah, guys. The second, the module 4 is identity and access management. So tomorrow I will show you guys. Tomorrow I will show you identity and access management. So identity and access management is nothing but in the Linux user administration. What is that, guys? In the Linux user administration. So user administration. So user administration, we can create the two users like admin user, non-admin user. Non-admin users like normal users like Hari, mm, Soumya, Vamshi, Rakesh. So these all are the normal users. Admin user is nothing but a admin user. What is the admin user, guys? Root user. So root user is the admin user, right? The same way AWS console also. So we can connect. So we can connect via two ways. Two ways. So what are those? What are those? So one is a root and other one is a normal IAM user. So we'll show you tomorrow, guys. So we'll show you tomorrow. Guys, understood? So the user administration, you guys can uh, again watch the user administration and practice the user administration tomorrow. Some same the group creation, user creation attached to the group policies. So we'll show you tomorrow, guys. So introduction to identity and access management, understanding the IAM console, creating and managing the security groups, creating and managing the users, managing the user passwords and secret key ID, creating and managing roles, understanding and managing policies, understanding multi-factor authentication, and user login process. So we'll show you tomorrow, guys. Guys, understood? So tomorrow we'll show you IAM. Day after tomorrow we'll show you S3 and RDS, guys, and we will conclude it, guys. Okay, understood? Okay, guys. So we'll continue from tomorrow.